Hi, and welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Pastor Paul Steele from Bethlehem Church in Austin, Minnesota. Now, The Bottom Line is our weekly summary of the previous Sunday's sermon. And this past Sunday, we started a new series for Advent entitled Advent of the Savior. Now, Advent simply means the arrival of someone important. And at Advent, what we do is we celebrate and we remember the arrival, the first arrival of Jesus, as a way of preparing our hearts for his second arrival, his second coming. And this past Sunday, we looked at a prophecy about the Messiah, about his first coming in Isaiah chapter 9, verses 1 through 7. Now, Isaiah makes this prophecy during a dark time in Israel's history. Assyria had come down and conquered the northern 10 tribes, the kingdom of Israel. And because of Assyria's power, Ahaz, the king of the southern kingdom, Judah, agrees to pay tribute to the Assyrian Empire, which means that they were oppressed by the heavy taxes that were laid upon them. So in this feeling of helplessness and hopelessness, Isaiah gives them a prophecy from God, giving them hope. Hope that things will change. Hope that a light will come in the darkness and their oppression will be overthrown, and that a new king would arise, a son who is born, a son who will receive the titles of Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace. A person, a king who will reign with God's presence, by God's presence. And things will, and justice will happen. Things will be different. Hope will show up. And that is the message here, is that we have hope. Even when things seem hopeless, God has not abandoned us. See, we are hopeful about Jesus returning and making everything right, about his second coming, because God kept his promise to send the Messiah. Because Jesus came the first time, gives us confidence that God will keep his promise. So here's our bottom line from Sunday. The future is not hopeless because we trust in a God who keeps his promises. The future is not hopeless because we trust in the God who keeps his promises. And if God promises that Jesus will return, will restore things to the way they ought to be, will bring righteousness and justice into this world, then we can confidently hope that that will happen. Our challenge this week is to memorize Romans chapter 5, verses 3 through 5. Romans chapter 5, verses 3 through 5. Memorize that and remember that God gives us hope even in our trials and tragedies and tribulations. God brings us hope. We can hold on to that hope. Hey, thank you for joining us. I'm glad that you are a part of Bethlehem, and I want to invite you to join us on Sunday mornings at 10:30, either on YouTube and Facebook or in person next to Ellis Middle School. But I also want to invite you to join us on Christmas Eve at 5:30 as we celebrate Christmas. So come and join us at 5:30 on Christmas Eve for a special service. Hey, I'd love to be praying for you. So if you have a prayer request, send it to us and I'll add that to my list of prayers. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the week, and God bless.